Thank you. You guys are making me feel welcome. It's good to be here in Tacoma. I was just actually touring in Europe, in England. I got back to America 3 days ago. Go to a bar. This guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, your shirt's kind of gay." Not this one. Fuck you. I was like, "Hey, first of all, that doesn't bother me because I am straight. I'm not worried about the shirt converting me. It's not like the Lord of the Rings. As soon as I put it on, I slowly have gayer and gayer thoughts." Second of all, I knew the shirt was not gay because it had it for 3 months. It had never fucked another shirt. I mean, I guess it was at one point in the closet. And then it came on to me. And then I was inside it. Also, I knew the shirt didn't make me look gay. Because if he thought the shirt made me look gay, he wouldn't have said anything. So you wouldn't see someone and be like, "Based on that shirt, I think they might be gay." And be like, "Hey dude, I think might be gay. Your shirt's kind of gay." You'd only say that if you're 100% sure that guy was straight. So it's like he was smart enough to recognize that the shirt didn't make me look gay, but he was too stupid to realize that he recognized it. I was like, "You're some sort of idiot paradox." A dude who was simultaneously dumber than himself. What was he gonna say next? Like, "I can't speak." High five. So here's what you do if someone's ever like, "Hey, your shirt's kind of gay." You're just like, "Oh, yeah, that's because I am gay. That's why I bought this shirt. Because I wanted everyone to know." And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were gay." Exactly, so why the fuck would you say that? What's the worst case scenario if the shirt did make me look gay? Like women would see me, they'd mistake me for someone they'd love to hang out with. Maybe homophobes would not talk to me. Maybe idiots would talk to me and give me 3 minutes of material. This is a win-win-win. This shit is magic. There's some states where it's illegal for gay people to adopt children because people don't think they're responsible, which I'll never understand. Because if straight people were more responsible, there'd be no kids to adopt. I mean, no one gets drunk at homecoming and adopts a kid. Sometimes people are like, "I just think a child is raised by a man and a woman. They need both influences." Which bothers me because I was actually raised by a single mother. I'm not saying it's perfect, but if single mom is okay, how is double mom illegal? I mean, at that point, it's just staffing. It's twice the mom, none of the drinking problem. Plus, then I get to take 2 chicks to prom. I am paying. Some people are like, "Well, I got nothing against gay people. They just shouldn't be allowed to raise kids." With the implication, because those kids could turn out to be gay. That's not how you treat people they don't have a problem with. You can't be like, "I got nothing against politicians. They just shouldn't be allowed to raise kids. Because those kids could turn out to be politicians." Can't be like, "I got nothing against Christians. They just shouldn't be allowed to raise kids. Because those kids could turn out to be gay." Politicians. It's alright for me to make that joke. I am Jewish. I was traveling all over Europe. I went to Israel, and I flew El Al. And, it's the most secure airline in the world. They grill every passenger before they get on. They asked me questions when they found I was Jewish, religious questions to verify my story. But I was raised like by an atheist, so it was the most guilt-inducing experience of my life. Trying to bullshit them. They're like, "Oh, can you explain what Yom Kippur is?" I was like, "Oh, Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, that's when Moses was crucified." Really? Who crucified Moses? Jesus? What does Rosh Hashanah celebrate? Columbus Day. Asked me political questions. They're like, do you think that Israel should control the West Bank? I was like, I think the Jews should control all the banks. They let me in for some reason. But Israelis would not stop hitting on girls in my tour group. An Israeli picked up a girl in my tour group at the Holocaust Museum. Yeah. I just want to know how you pull that one off. It's like, are you tired? Because you've been forced to march through my minds all day. Nice shoes. They look better in a pile on my floor. It's alright, I'm a Jew. I ran it by myself, I was cool with it. Went to England and people gave me shit for being American. They were like, oh, America, you guys came late to World War II. You give us some credit, because since then we've gotten to wars as early as possible. Sometimes before the other countries even know they started it. Guys, I was in Britain for 3 months eating British food for 3 months. Oh my God, I know why that country conquered half the world looking for spices. Brutal. Oh my God, the first restaurant I went into on the menu, they had a baked potato with cottage cheese. My first thought was, that's a funny typo. Then I saw it again, I was like, hey, maybe I'm being quick to judge, I'll try it. This is a professional restaurant. He gives it to me. It's a baked potato with butter and then cottage cheese and then a cold tomato on top. I was like, I don't mean to alarm you, but you appear to have served me this. I'm sure we can both appreciate the seriousness of this situation. I don't want my money back, I just want answers. Like, was your menu designed by an autistic 6-year-old? Oh, I like cottage cheese and potatoes. We'll put it on the menu, it'll make him happy. I'm glad you guys like that joke, because in Britain, no one fucking gets it. I went to France, people were kind of dicks there. They're like, oh, Americans, you know, we do not speak French, but we speak English. I'm like, yeah, that's because English matters. I think the fact that we're talking validates my point. They're getting all pissed because like English words are appearing in French because they're in like pop music and rap songs. I think we should embrace this. I think we should have rap songs like, you know, let me hear you say, hey-o, hey-o. Let me hear you say, all right, all right. Let me hear you say, the Eiffel Tower's over there. On the count of 3, I want you to say, it's called soccer. That's what we should do. Went to Greece, went to see the Acropolis. And let me tell you, anyone who tells you that history is boring has probably been to the Acropolis. I felt like I was online dating. I was like, you look nothing like your photos. It's like just a bunch of broken columns and stone. I was like, this is ancient Greece. Where's the artwork? Where's the sculpture? And then 2 weeks later, I went to the British Museum. It's like, oh, here it is. Sorry, Britain, you can't just jack someone's shit and call it an exhibit. Like, they've actually reconstructed the Parthenon, the biggest temple from the Acropolis, in the British Museum. Some Greeks wake up one day like, oh my God, someone's stolen the Parthenon. And the only clues are this teacup and these scone crumbs. It's a bit controversial. I don't think that Britain will ever give back the Parthenon. So I just think that some Greeks should sneak over to Britain and take Stonehenge. Yeah. The British would wake up like, oh my God, someone's stolen Stonehenge. And the only clues are this Kronos Gyros poster and this rapidly depreciating euro. Should we cut this big? The actual excuse the British Museum uses, they say, hey, if we gave back the relics of Greece. We'd have to give back the relics of all the countries that they were originally taken from. Yeah, that's how justice works. That's like if we're like, hey, turn over the child molesters. And the church was like, well, then who's going to preach? It's been said. Are you Jews or Catholics?
He's a Jew.
Oh, he's a Jew. And you've all been molested. Awesome. I mean, I think the most amazing thing is that I found a Jew in Tacoma.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. All right. Unite. Oh, there's one over there too. This is an uprising. All right, you all better have your W-2s at the door, motherfuckers.